Good to see you, Jack. Good win, very good win in the end, good result. The main man, I feel like I can't start a fan review without talking about Ronaldo. We have to.
I was 3 years old, Flex, when he made his debut for us last time
Making
round.
me feel old, bro.
Yeah, Bolton 2003. So that, I think for a lot of us younger United fans, that was massive today. Just like the atmosphere before the game, the build up, all the Viva Ronaldo chances. You're still hearing it like, an hour or so after kickoff. And the guy's mustard. Like, I think the 2 goals he scored weren't exactly like people might have said they weren't the best finishes, but the timing of the runs is what makes him so world class. And I think we lacked that. I think if we didn't, if Martial was in that position for that second goal, for instance, when he played him through Shaw.
I was waiting for someone to do that.
No, yeah, but I think Ronaldo gave us so much belief in that second half. I think the goal on half-time was massive because Newcastle, we knew what they were going to do. We knew they were going to sit back, just like Woodman in goal, how he didn't get booked.
You knew what they were going to do from the off. And to be fair, before that Ronaldo at the first goal, you're thinking, it's frustrating, we probably won't score before half-time. It was just looking ominous, that typical when we can't break teams down, very stubborn. Mason, speculative shot, but makes it happen again. And then Ronaldo, but the second goal.
Flex against the low block. What did we see? Draws. And these are the games now. If we want to challenge and we want to be serious title contenders, we have to win these types of games. If we would have dropped points today, Flex, that ain't good enough against a poor Newcastle team. In my opinion, Maximan is by far and away their best player. If he stays there any longer, I'll be shocked from next season. But I think the Ronaldo effect's coming true now. I'm just excited about the next few games, and that's the thing. It feels good to be a United fan. We're top of the league.
I mean, the energy's back. You talk about the energy before the game, during the game, even now, and the performance that Ronaldo put on. One player I want to talk about is people saying Bruno, what's going to happen to Bruno, etc., etc. How do you think he's done today? And what a goal! Only scores pens, though, isn't it? And free kicks.
Yeah, no, penalty merchant completely. I think Bruno gives. I think him and Ronaldo, the link up is what I'm more perhaps worried about. Is I just want to see a bit more from Jadon Sancho on the wing. I know.
Let's get there. It's interesting. Some people got some mixed views. Yeah,
played well today, so I think Sancho's more the talking point after today because he was making runs in the box, but just not picking out his man at the final ball. And I just feel like there's a lot of pressure on him. He's a youngster. We can't expect the most out of him just to come and hit the ground running.
Time to get up to speed.
Exactly, Flex. And I just think now Ronaldo's going to help nurture them young players like your Greenwoods, your Sanchos, and I think it's almost going to be Ronaldo's. We said it before. Ronaldo's undroppable now. He's going to play pretty much. He's got to play every game. And yeah, I'm just gassed. 4-1. I can't lie. At half-time, I didn't even think we would.
It's always the way, though, isn't it? Yeah.
I know. And that Ronaldo goal from the Stretford and then the second goal, just great scenes. A bit like when Greenwood scored against.
And do you know what's funny about that? The second Ronaldo goal, it's like everyone told Luke Shaw where to pass it before they were going. Listen, Ronaldo's there, and as soon as you get it, you just knew.
But yeah, I'm optimistic now about how we can go forward. I just think we need to not drop points like we did against Southampton. I just think you've got to be winning these types of games. We look at the next week, we've got young boys, West Ham, twice we've got one in the cup. But we've got to be just carry on that momentum, keep winning games. And David De Gea, I've got to say, Henderson.
I don't want to hear it from you. No, I do.
De Gea's distribution, for that goal was unreal. And everyone
was shouting for him to kick it to the other side as well.
And can I just say another point, Flex? Yeah. Varane, Lindelof, the influence Varane has.
What's the difference between the two players? What does Varane give us that we've been missing?
I just think the aerial ability, just in the air, he was heading out balls in that first time when we were playing the balls over to St Maximan. He just looks so much more cool, calm, collected on the ball. And yeah, I'm really excited. I still, if you're being, about going forward, we talk about that centre defensive midfielder, but I think now, Flex, with the squad we've got, minus that central defensive midfielder, we're still
be there. I agree.
We're still good enough to challenge for the title, bro. It's not.
Well, what did you make of? I know it's a different game because Newcastle 5 at the back. It's difficult to say Matic and Pogba dominated the game when you've got Newcastle just falling back and allowing us to have possession. But what did you make of them two as a pair?
I thought Matic, you get what you get with Matic. You know he's going to kind of just soak it up in midfield. He's not really the most forward-going player. I thought he was poor today. I thought Matic was poor. I think Pogba tried to influence the game, but we can't. I think almost against your kind of Liverpools and Man Cities, I think Pogba will have more freedom anyway, because the low block, they sit 10 men behind the ball.
It's difficult.
It's so difficult. And, you know, I don't think there's a lot of... I think the first half, there were times in that first half where it was a bit stagnated and a bit slow, but that's going to happen, Flex. We've seen it last season, and the difference is now we've got a player, and look at the Ronaldo effect. Literally one player can come in and just change a team, bro, like that. It's unbelievable. But, you know, we move on now, and I just think you've got to take each game. I know it sounds cliche, like you've got to literally.
Well, it's going to be harder test to come as well. But that type of test though, with teams coming here, we are going to see that
against the big six. We almost fare better because of that counter-attacking style. Against your Newcastles, your Watfords, all that, who come here and sit 10 men behind the ball. That's nothing. They would have taken a point, bitten your hand off for it, and that's going to be what we're going to have to face. You know, 14, 15 home games this season in the Premier League is going to be like that. But I'm optimistic we can mount a title challenge. I think it's just about progression and just seeing game on game how these young players adapt to playing with Ronaldo. I don't want him to, as I said on one of the shows, I don't want him to become our focal point. I don't want him to just become, you know...
Did it feel like that to you today?
A little bit. We're kind of trying to always... Sancho's always trying to pick out Ronaldo. Greenwood's always trying to... I like the fact second half Greenwood tried to cut inside and have a shot on goal, because he's so good at that. And I think I want to see Jadon Sancho more bedded into this team. I think the fans need to get behind him, because he's coming £73 million. I think there's a lot of pressure on his shoulders. He's still so young, you know, he's 21. And I just think that him and Greenwood could learn so much. The guy, and the thing about Ronaldo, Flicks, we could have him for like 3-4 more seasons.
Yeah, he said it. He was like, the next 3 or 4 years. I'm like, 4.
Giggs played till he was 40. Yeah. So why can't Ronaldo play till he was 40?
To finish off, I'm just going to ask you, was he your man of the match? I feel silly today saying who was the man of the match, because everyone's going to say Ronaldo. So I think the question I need to ask at the end of the fan views is, was Ronaldo your man of the match? It doesn't have to be. Your opinion.
Yeah.
Everyone's watching, though.
I'd have to say Ronaldo.
No, don't feel pressure.
No. Flex is fine, bro. I'd have to say Ronaldo, but I just want to big up Jay Lings for that goal. Great little bit, and it was so good for him to just score in front of the.
It was actually a very good goal as well.
Very well worked, and Donny, you know, got his four cameo minutes he always gets. It's just, I don't know, we talk about Donny van de Beek. I knew he weren't going to play today. But Ronaldo has to be man of the match. He's come back, United win. What more can we like? Like 4-1, bro. 4-1. Big up, mate.